That's, like I said, TE lives to solve problems, everybody's problems. You got a problem? Let's solve it, solve it, solve it, solve it, solve it. And TE also likes to get shit done. A motto of TEs is also, you know, get shit done now, ask questions later. That's how TE is. You got something out of place if TI sees it. Oh, let's fix that right now. Oh, you need what kind of example? Um, if you're it's something at work, you miss something at work. TE goes, oh, you missed that. Oh, I'll grab it for you. So some stuff like that. Um, but right off the bat, like I said, SI and TE, those two functions right there together um, is basically the ISTJ. And you throw in, what is it, FI and NE. And this is the model standard sensor, or I could say this is basically the average sensor, male. The ISTJ is if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the average male, or the most common male in the MBTI is the ISTJ. The most common woman is the ISFJ, which is this is the most common woman. And might I say, ISFJs are sweethearts. They are sweethearts. I know because I know one personally. So, yes, this is let me see, male, and most common female. So, yeah, as you can see with this function stack here, the dominant is SI and TE. So, like I said, right off the bat, you know, the ISTJ, you know, comes out of the womb solving problems, being consistent. So, like your ISTJs are, most likely your construction workers, your everyday people, your people that work at Walmart, Ace Hardware, places like that, construction workers, those types of people that have the everyday jobs are most likely going to be your ISTJs. They tend to go for safe careers that yield basically because SI is concerned about stability, and I'm kind of getting off topic here. Stability, if I spelled that right, I think I did, and comfort. These are the number one things that SI is concerned about: stability and comfort. So, like I said, right off the bat, SI, consistency, things like that. But basically, this is the model male of society, the model female. So basically 75% sensors. SITE. Two things, as you can see, 7th, 8th, we're not good at. So this is basically, and then on top of that, one other thing. NE is another thing. So picture this. And shout out to Love Who. I got this example from him. Picture you take or you go, you have a grocery store and you have, and you're given a list to go through the store of grocery items, to go through the store to make sure or the objective is to gather all of the groceries in the most efficient map or the most efficient way around the store to get out in the fastest time. Hope you understood that. So, but then, all of a sudden, okay, the thing with us is, or the thing is, one of the reasons why people think we're stupid is because, what color am I going to choose? Use yellow. Because we can't just solve problems like that. A TE Dom, one of these guys right here, they can do that. They can solve problems really quickly. And back to the grocery analogy, they can take that list and formulate it in their minds quickly and say, okay, this is where I need to go, this is where I need to go, and to efficiently grab all the items to get me out of the store in the fastest time. But with us, say but let me go here. The thing is, we can't do that. We can't really do that. We need time to think with our TI. Not only do we need time to think, well, that's involving things, but we need time to work our TE, basically. We need to first make sense of the list and everything like that in our heads first. Then we can come down here to TE and then organize it all. Then once we do that, then we're ready to say, okay, let's go tackle this. So this is one of the reasons why. Also, it also takes SI as well. But in this particular example, it's just TE. So that's like I was saying, we don't have those functions. And then here's another twist. Say we get our list in order, we've made sense of it, we've went down here to talk to TE, formulate the most efficient route through the store, put all the items in order, but then all of a sudden someone goes, here's some more items to throw in. But really, the example was that Love Who gave was if while you're organizing and then someone throws in more, that's where this NE guy comes into play, giving us NE or putting us in a state of NE. So, and let me tell you, this guy right here is very sporadic. Very sporadic. Very sporadic. And if you throw in those other items, basically going into a state of NE in that situation is like a chicken with its head chopped off. That's kind of where we are if that happens. Just running around, aimless, like what's going on? Like what? So yeah, this is another thing. So we're not good at this, we're not good at this, and then you throw this in there with this. This isn't good either. So, and then what tends to happen is, this, if it's high TE or TI or TI. If high TI first or second or TE first or second, is the one giving us the list and everything like that, and we are, kind of formulating, and they're seeing that we're in a state of NE, TE, SI, that we're needing time. Also, because of this does not help either, especially since external world. Our extroverted sensing, fourth, it will definitely not help. So extroverted sensing is basically, again, from the gentleman that basically, of course, it's an awareness of the external world. And of course, since mine is fourth, I'm not very strong in that area, or INFJs are not strong in that area. Basically, and I'll give you a quick story. I was going in to get, some food from a fast food place. And you know how they kind of tend to have that little curve that you step up on and then you open the door to go in? Well, I went in just fine. But as I was coming out, I was in my own little NI world, thinking about whatever. And I took a step and I almost like completely fell because I was not paying attention to my external world. Like, you may walk by a wall and kind of, sometimes you misjudge where you're walking, and you'll hit your elbow or your shoulder on the wall, or, stub your toe, or as you're walking by a wall or the corner of a wall or something like that. Or you trip. Having issues in this area, kind of governs, kind of clumsiness, so to speak. And the lower it is, the worse you are. So, also, this also has to do with weight as well. And the lower your SE is, you have the issue with, getting up, being active, because that's what SE is. It's action. It's also instantaneous itself, basically. Picture, sports or athletes. Take a sport like basketball. You have to have split-second timing. You have to be good. Split-second timing. And so, because like if you try to, in basketball, if you try to cross over to the left and your defender beat you to the spot, you only have a split second to make a quicker decision to counter that move. This is where SE comes into play. The higher your SE, the better you are in that situation when making the right decision with split-second timing. That's why a lot of your SE DOMs or